Welcome to our session on the mat. We're going to be working on strength with an emphasis of core because I love it and I find a way to train it every day. So the only thing you're going to need extra is a yoga block. And of course, if you have anything going on with your knees, sensitivities there, grab a folded towel or blanket as usual. We're going to get started and fingers crossed, you're going to feel this the same as I do. Let's begin. First things first. Meet me in a table position. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow just to warm up. Inhale as you lift that tailbone. Exhale as you curl under. Even here, start working that core activation. Squeeze the muscles of your back in a cow pose and contract through your front body as you come into that cat. Go ahead and give me one more. In any other movements, you need to feel fully immersed in your body, whether it's a little barrel roll, wag your tail, just move freely. Walk those hands a little further forward. Drop into a prayer position. I want you to keep those hips nice and high. Drop forward, heart towards the ground, forehead might touch. Breathe in. And exhale, rise up. Keep your core engaged. Rock into a modified plank, not letting that belly sag. Warming up those shoulders, pulling back, and rocking forward. Core activation there. Extending that tailbone towards your heels as you hinge through. We're gonna add a progression here, so next time you rock forward, I want you to tuck those toes, come into full plank, and hinge back to your downward dog. Forward plank, and back. Continue to work that same range of motion in your shoulders. Of course, not letting that belly sag. One movement, one breath. Hold your downward dog, really try to drive those heels to the floor. Continue to push into the ground with your right palm. See if you can lift your left and reach for your right calf or the back of your right leg. Exhale, pull that navel in tight. I'm even gonna peek over that right shoulder. And release. Swapping sides, come across. Looking left, pull across, and center. Hold your downward dog, take a breath in. Exhale, draw that navel to the spine and focus on that vacuum-like suction. So I want you to keep squeezing through those internal organs, creating what feels like that cinching in of the lower abdominals. I want you to try to continue to hold on to that through our whole practice. Lift the heels, drop those knees. I want you to place the block down. It's gonna go right underneath your left knee. So classic table, block underneath the left. Your goal is to lift that right hip up and tap it down. I know it doesn't look much like a core exercise, but you're going to feel it, especially in those lower abdominals and sides. As that navel draws back, you're gonna squeeze and pitch up and tap down. Drawing that navel in tight, you're gonna lift up and drop for 6, 5, really pull up, that's where I feel it the most. 4, 3, 2, you're gonna lift and hold, keep pushing that ground away, lift that hip higher, and down. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Exhale, create that vacuum. Exhale, navel in. Planche press, rock forward, come into your plank, and back. For 5, and forward. 4, 3, 2, last one. Reaching down, you're gonna set that block right underneath the right knee. Second side, tap and lift, tap and lift. Really cinch in tight here, so exhale, navel to spine, rotate. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. You're gonna lift, hold, and release. Knee comes down. Go ahead and grab that block. I'm gonna face you. If you wanna just kick one leg out to the side, that's fine. I'm gonna bring this right leg out. Hold that block. You're gonna hold it overhead and you're gonna come into your little hinge. So I want you to focus on really using those abs here to make sure we can control this. Keep that right foot on the floor. Squeeze your glutes, press the pelvis forward. It's almost as if we're trying to slide through a pane of glass. Go as far as you can go, little pause, holding, before you come up. Take it for 4, and lift. 3, find them, find those abs, side body, so good. 2, last one we're gonna hold. Give me a tilt, holding strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, block right underneath that shoulder, lengthen and stretch, breathe in, heart to ceiling. Exhale, knee to elbow, reach and pull. Think of pulling those ribs down to your hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Land and stretch. I want you to use those abs again. Here we go, challenging part. We gotta come back up. Contract those abs, come all the way up. We're gonna go ahead and switch sides. However you need to do that. Remember, we're sliding through a pane of glass, so knee and foot are on the same plane. Tilt, find your edge before you come back up. And up, keep that foot planted on the floor. Reach, reach, reach. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, come across, find your edge, there it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come into your stretch, breathe in. Exhale, contract, knee and elbow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, last one. Reach and extend. I want you to think about using that core to lift. Whew. Your way up. Knees down, hips to one side. Bring those legs out in front. And I want you to place that block right between your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Slight curl the tailbone, just like a boat position would. Let's take some twists to start. Little Russians, side to side. Use that exhale as you rotate. 10, 9, squeeze that block. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Back to center. Grab those knees, find your boat. I want you to keep squeezing those legs into your block. You can keep your hands behind your knees here. See how this goes? We're gonna try to squeeze those quads straight and you're gonna tap down. Some of you continuing to hold, others are gonna float those arms. If you're ready, we're using those hip flexors, transverse abdominals for 5, 4, 3, keep squeezing, 2, last one, you're gonna hold wherever you are, even if your knees are bent. Give me one more breath and release. All right, block is gonna come with us. Front end of your mat, sit up nice and tall. You're gonna Pilates style, articulate that spine, roll down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, tuck that chin. Find your way up. Arms are gonna come overhead. Really important here. Corset your ribs together. Draw the navel to the spine. I want you to pulse back. So do not let that chin fall forward. Keep the back of the neck long. You're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Take your time, Pilates style. Articulate. Make sure you're squeezing the muscles in your legs. It helps. Exhale. Rolling up with control. Back for 10. 9, don't pop those ribs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your time, articulate. Inhale up. Exhale, tuck. Last time you're gonna lift. Remember, back with that navel, in with the ribs, arms as high and as far back as you can get them. Don't let that head fall forward. Chin parallel to the floor for 6, 5, 4, lengthen the back of your neck, 3, 2, and 1. Block comes in front. Let's take it all the way down. Stretch it long, breathing in. Exhale, pull the knees in. And you're gonna place that block between the knees so we continue to have something to squeeze. Hands are gonna come behind your head. Classic sit up, lift. And from here, continue to hold with one hand. You're gonna do a knee slide with just one hand at a time. You're focusing on trying to get all the way up to that knee. Keep squeezing your block and let your hand hold the weight of your head. You're focusing on drawing those ribs down to your hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Down for the reset. Let's come back up and switch. Up and reach. Use that exhale to drive that navel down. Don't forget to squeeze that block for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep that head lifted, hands behind the head. Give me shoulder rocks. 1, to the other. Do not pull, right? Literally supporting the weight of your head in fingertips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, center, head down. Woo. Hands to your sides. Modification here is to grab your mat and push it away from you. So let's see how things go. I want you to flatten your back by pushing your mat away. Bring those knees right over your hips. Keep squeezing that block. I'm gonna drop and I'm gonna lift. Now for those of you who feels, if you can do that without your hands, do not let that back arch. I'm gonna keep driving down through that navel center. And don't forget, you don't have to touch the floor there, but if you can get all the way down, go for it. Your progression, for those of you who are doing really well, is to bring your hands behind your head. Notice your rib cage wants to pop or your chin wants to tilt. I want you to pull the chin into your throat. Don't let those rib cages lift for 8. Squeeze. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. Use that exhale. 2. Last one. I want you to do a slight tilt. Don't go all the way down. Hold for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Knees come in. Grab that block. Place your feet wide. Give me a quick little windshield. We've got one final thing. And to me, it is the hardest. So I saved the best for last, but good news, it is the last thing we'll do. So I want you to take that block, place it on one knee. Remember, this block has multiple angles, so whatever works for you. I think I'm gonna go with that one. And I'm gonna bring the opposite elbow. From here, I am gonna support my head by putting one or both hands behind my head. So I want you to squeeze as if that block is cemented between the pressure of the elbow and the knee. Opposite leg is gonna lift and lower. You're gonna lift and lower. As that knee drops, I want you to focus on creating that pressure between the elbow and the knee. No arching of the back. It's kind of hard to cheat this one. Make sure you're breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, drop, 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 and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head down, breathe. Hopefully you're breathing that whole time. Switching sides, this is it. Home stretch, stay with me. Support that head with one or both. Squeeze that block with all your might. You're gonna drop and you're gonna lift. Try to squeeze that quad, keep the leg straight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Get ready for that pulse, last and final, nice and strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Take it down. Set that block aside, stretch, arms and legs reach. Point those toes, reach with the fingertips, breathe in. Exhale, knees to chest, roll up. Whew. So the moral of our story is, it doesn't take a lot of time to feel like we've gotten an effective workout, I hope, because I certainly feel it. These are meant for you to use during your day when you can just fit it in after work, lunch break, before you jump in the shower in the morning. Consistency is what's important, and you have plenty to pick from. Hopefully I'll get to work with you soon, hopefully sooner rather than later. And until then, namaste.